Hey guys, I'm Jay, and today we're going to do an initial right out of the box look at this damn handsome Real Steel Griffin, model number E775. Now, before we get started, I just want to quickly remind you guys, click on that subscribe button if you're looking for knife reviews that get right to the point. Now today we're not going to go over any of the specs. I'm going to save that for the review video that will be following this in a couple days once I've had a chance to get to know the Griffin a little better. But yes, this is the Real Steel Griffin, and the first thing that you're going to notice right out of the box is, yes, you get a polishing cloth. Woohoo! Actually, a very small polishing cloth, probably about half the size of the Kaiser claws. But you didn't buy this knife for the polishing cloth, did you? Second thing you're going to notice is the weight. Very, very light, like 3.5 ounces kind of light. Yeah, so that's awesome. The scales are actually aluminum. They don't feel like aluminum. They actually feel like, well, like G10. But they are in fact aluminum, and they are super, super slick. Let me see if I can show you guys this. Yeah. I mean, so slick that it makes the Cold Steel Code 4, it makes that knife like appear to have a ton of traction. Very, very slippery handles. The steel on this is the 14C28N, which, as you guys know, is a Sandvik steel, so that's pretty good stuff. Nice stonewash blade, even though Real Steel is claiming that it's satin finish, but I don't think so. It looks stonewashed to me. This is a manual action plunge lock with the thumb hole deployment. Now, the plunge lock actually kind of reminds me of, have you ever handled like a Hogue knife? Just like that, how like on one side you see it's the actual button, and on this side it's just like a faux button that acts as like a platform. Very nice action. Let's see if I can show you guys this without bumping the camera. Okay, I can't. But anyway, it is very, very smooth. If you're wondering what this deal is here, this is a safety lock, which you just take your thumb, roll it forward, and now it locks it in the open position. Unfortunately, it does not lock the blade closed, only open. Why don't we go ahead and compare this guy to some other knives so you guys can get an idea of the true size of the Griffin. So first one is going to be the steel wheel Modus. Let's do Benchmade Griptilian, and oh, of course we gotta do the PM2 Spyderco. And actually, these two have very, very similarly sized handles. Let's look at the cutting edge. Oh yeah, the Griffin definitely has more cutting edge than the Paramilitary 2. Let's do another Spyderco. How about the Manix 2, and let's check out the cutting edge. Yep, Griffin wins there again. What's another one? Ooh, how about this one? Cold Steel American Lawman. Again, very similar sized handles. Griffin has a little more cutting edge. Ooh, how about this one? Let's get that one out of the way. Kershaw. Oops. Kershaw Link. And let's see. Pretty close, actually, in cutting edge. What about the handles? No, Link definitely has a shorter handle than the Griffin. Let's bring in one more. And it's going to be another Spyderco. Of course, the native 5, which is quite a bit smaller than the Griffin. Oh yeah, wow. Let's go ahead and look at the blade stock thickness. It looks to be about, yeah, right about 3 millimeters. Let's first compare it. Oh yeah, that's pretty close. Steel wheel Modus PM2, which of course is going to be a little bit thicker, and American Lawman. Oh, that one's pretty close. So decent size blade thickness. Now, even though the scales are kind of slick, let's see. Oh yeah, plenty of room for all my fingers. It is kind of wide in the handle, and it makes it feel just a little bit awkward. And there is quite a bit of chamfering around the edges, but it's more, it looks like it's more decorative, except here on the thumb ramps, which are pretty nice, but it's still, at least in my opinion, to get at the thumb holes is still just a little bit difficult. It's a lot easier to like spidey flick it, or just to hold down that button. That's probably about the easiest deployment, actually. Very smooth. Now I must say, I am not a fan of this pocket clip at all. And it looks like it is just tip up only. Yep, just for righties. But yeah, that kind of rides a little bit high for me. And it looks like, though, that could be modified by drilling a new hole and moving it up just a little bit. But yeah, not a fan of that clip. Now you can also get this in a M390 blade, but I wanted to go with the Sandvik version first, just so I can get a feel for it and kind of make up my mind whether or not I like the knife, and if I do like it enough, then I would probably upgrade to the M390 one. So the Griffin has great action, decent budget steel in the 14C 28N, a terrible pocket clip, and a safety lock to hold this in the open position. So that's all I got for you guys today. Now keep in mind, remember, the review, the full review of this knife will be coming in a couple days. But if this first look answered most of your questions, why not just go ahead and leave me a like? So I want to thank you guys for stopping by today and letting me show you my new knife. And I will see you guys at the next video. You guys take care, okay?